quite useful, as you don't really have to spend as much time gluing them. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 poses by the looks of it, yes. And then we got something weird for the Exarch there. More legs, 5 legs, because you only get 5 Dire Avengers in the Battleforce. Luckily though, I bought 2. Here we have the arms. Just regular arms who are supposed to hold up the rifles, and the Shimmer Shield, which gives your unit a 5+ invulnerable save in close combat. And we have some more rifles. More heads. I've already taken a look at that. Why do I do that again? I don't know. Here we have some of the accessories again. More legs, more arms. And down here, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I think those, yes, are simply accessories. Yes. And these are supposed to go on the shoulder pads, but I don't really like the look of them, so I'll probably skip them out. And here are the bodies, but they are flipped upside down. I'll fix that. I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up. No, it is not. Okay. However, perhaps you can see some of the details. These are the backpacks. And, no, these aren't the backpacks. These are the front. Sorry. Don't laugh at me. Here's the front of the front. That's not a backpack, that's a front. You're catching up with me, correct? Yes. And they're not that different from the normal Guardians. They have the better shoulder pads, really. And, I think that's about it for this brew, yes. I'm not entirely sure if I showed this to you or not, but here we have the, I think that's a power weapon, yes. And a flag for the Exarch. On to the next brew. I think these are more wave serpent bits, or is it the, possibly, it might be. Yeah, this must be the Warwalker bit. So, if we take a look at the top, we have, let's see, we have, I think that's a Bright Lance, this one, and that's a Scatter Laser, correct? Yes, and this is a Shuriken Cannon, maybe? Rocket Launcher. No? Maybe not. I think that's the Rocket Launcher, that might be the Star Cannon. You only get 1 of each weapon, that really sucks, but since you have a heavy weapon in this box as well, you would get 2 of every weapon, because the same weapons you got here are the same ones as you attach to the heavy weapons. So, if we just take a look around, these are the, I think that's around the vents of the Warwalker. Here are just the exhaust pipes, and we need to flip this over. Here we have the, it kind of looks like a face right now, but it's not. I think that's supposed to sit like on the top of it. And the pilot. Here we have the place where it's supposed to sit. You could get this at open top, but it has some Eldar trickery, so it doesn't count as that. And here are I think those are supposed to hold the weapons. Later up here we have more stuff that is supposed to hold the weapons, and if we take a look here, bits, 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 and bits. I don't know what this is supposed to do. These are the feet, and above those we have the heads. And I do not know what that is supposed to do, neither that, or this. I think they are legs. On to the next brew. A lot of crap gets stuck in these. Okay, let's take a look at it. This is the heavy weapon. Like I said, Bright Lance, something, Scatter Laser, Missile Launcher, and Shuriken Cannon. These are exact same weapons as go onto the heavy weapons. These are just the 2 Guardians that are supposed to guard, more correctly, babysit the tank. Why am I calling it a tank? It's a heavy weapon. However, these are their rifles. I think they got some more unique design to it. Yeah, one guy is pointing here, and you got another hand that's open. I don't know what that thing is. I guess it's some kind of a seat, but it doesn't really have a backside to it. So, here we have the platform itself, but it's supposed to go on a large Terminator base, so it won't be scrapping its metal, don't worry. On to the next part. We have the Guardian's heads, and I really like the design of this one right here. that kind of eye shielding thing, and that's just a normal Guardian. Here we have the blast shield, and that's supposed to like make sure their eyes still work after a single shot. And that is a thing. More Guardians, more Guardians. Bits, 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 bits. Lots of fun stuff. I don't know what these things do, but they look cool. And that is the underside of the rifle. So it's actually levitating a little bit. I'm not sure if the camera want to focus in. And that'll probably look quite cool. Let's see here. More weapons. Wait, this doesn't make sense at all. Yes, it does. These are other parts of twin-linked weapons that you will get in the Wave Serpent. Again, something, 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 something. Bits, 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 bits. And I don't know what that is. On to the next sprue. And that is the last sprue of the Battleforce. And then again, just simply more weapons. I think these are for the Wave Serpent again. It's twin-linked weaponry. Yeah. We got some bases, just normal bases, 5 of them in this one. And a large scenic base for the Warwalker. I really like the view of that. This is the underside of it, probably not the one you're going to show. Really like the look of those. Oop. Whoopsie. I think these are for the Guardians, yeah. 10 of them, and let me get the stuff I dropped. Here we have the, I think that's the window for the Wave Serpent, not entirely sure. And now everything smells of glue in here. Yay, let's get high. And it might be for the Warwalker, not entirely sure. Here we have another window that I think they look the same actually. It fell down somewhere around there. I don't want to pick it up. And I think this is, yes, this is a large base for the heavy weapon. A flying base for the Wave Serpent. And I think I saw something else about that. Yeah, here. Here we have the flying stands for the Wave Serpent. And instructions for the Wave Serpent. And you can see the other side of it, because it's glowing. No, I'm just kidding. Some artwork on front. Lots of stuff. And here we have, I think this is the assembly guide. Yes. That is a lot of stuff to assemble. So I'll just case the iPad back. And here we have some Dire Vendor. I think that's instructions, yes. Eldar Dire Vendors, and a lot of languages I can't speak. Although I can speak some German. Yes, here are the normal Dire Vendors. And the Exarch. And here is just another Dire Vendor for some reason. And a lot of crap here. So, the Warwalker's instruction manual, a lot smaller than the Wave Serpent one, obviously. Heavy sport choice, of course. For some reason I thought it was a fast attack. Here. That explains a lot. I don't really know what half of these is, but hey, I was right. That thing is supposed to go on top. That goes another thing that goes on top. That goes another thing that goes on the bottom. Okay. And then you attach all this crap onto the awesome base. Okay, so those things were legs. And of course you get your decal sheet. I've never really understood how to use these. Transfers, crap. I don't know what's what really. But you probably recognize something like that. I think that's a Jing and Jang mark. Not entirely sure what it does. And that is pretty much it for the Eldar Battleforce.